All righty, let's get this started. Thanks for checking out this video. If you haven't heard, the hotel chain DoubleTree by Hilton, for a very long time, they made fans out of their customers by offering them a warm chocolate chip cookie upon check-in at the hotel. Out here in Hawaii, it is called the DoubleTree Alana by Hilton in Waikiki, and those chocolate chip cookies are awesome. They are well known that when you go to the DoubleTree hotels, you got to get a chocolate chip cookie. So that said, pretty awesome that DoubleTree, with everybody home right now because of coronavirus, COVID-19, quarantine, DoubleTree said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to finally give out the recipe to our famous chocolate chip cookies. And you know what I did? I made some at home. So I wanted to share the recipe with you and tell you how easy it was to make these cookies. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to get the recipe yourself. I'm going to tell you how to get the recipe in just a little bit. But first, I want to go over the recipe with you so you know how to make the recipe. You know what I mean? So here we go. Let's take a look at the recipe itself, and we can share how to make these DoubleTree by Hilton cookies. Now, what you need in order to get started is a half pound of butter, softened. That's 2 sticks of butter. You're also going to need 3/4 of a cup plus a tablespoon of granulated sugar, 3/4 of a cup of packed light brown sugar, 2 large eggs, 1 1/4 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1/4 teaspoon of freshly squeezed lemon juice, 2 1/4 cups of flour, a half cup of rolled oats, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of salt, a pinch of cinnamon, 2 2/3 cups of Nestle Toll House semi-sweet chocolate chips. But I use quite a bit more, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. And then a cup and 1 3/4 cups, 1 3/4 cups of chopped walnuts. Now, again, for years, DoubleTree by Hilton did not release this recipe. They didn't put it out there, didn't want people to know how to make the cookies. But there was a closet industry of people on the internet who reverse engineered these cookies and made them and put out their recipes. So if you go and you Google DoubleTree chocolate chip cookies, don't look for any links that are older than April of 2020, because those are the ones that other people are making up. This, the official DoubleTree chocolate chip cookie recipe. So those are the ingredients you need. Let's get into the directions now. So you get started by creaming the butter, the sugar, and the brown sugar in a bowl of a stand mixer on medium speed for about 2 minutes. No problem. Just throw it all in there, let it go. And then you add the eggs, the vanilla extract, and the lemon juice. And then you blend it with that mixer again on low speed for about 30 seconds. And then you speed it up just a little bit to medium speed for about 2 minutes. Okay. And what you're looking for is that batter to get the cookie dough, to get light and fluffy. And you're going to use a scoop and scrape down the sides of the bowl to make sure you get it in there and get it all mixed well. Okay. Once you do that, you stop it for a second, get your flour, your oats, your baking soda, the salt and cinnamon, get all that ready. And then with the mixer on low, throw in that flour, throw in the oats, throw in the baking soda, the salt and the cinnamon, and go ahead and blend that for about 45 seconds and make sure you do not over mix. Okay. And once all that is done, you take the bowl out of the mixer and you stir in the chocolate chips and the walnuts. Now, what we did at my house is we are chocolate fans, okay? I know it says milk, Toll House chocolate chips. We use dark chocolate chips, and then I threw in some white chocolate on top of that. So what I was looking for in the consistency was just every bite had to have lots of chocolate. And not every DoubleTree chocolate chip cookie might be like that, but ours turned out pretty good, and we had lots of chocolate. So to me, the asterisk or the caveat is add as much chocolate as you feel comfortable adding. All right. Once you do that and you stir in the chocolate chips and the walnuts, then you portion that dough with a scoop, about 3 tablespoons. You're going to see in the pictures that run with this video that I use a little bit more than 3 tablespoons. So we got some gargantuan cookies. But put those, take the scoop, put the dough onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, about 2 inches apart. We used cooking mats because we didn't have parchment paper. You know, quarantine, I can't just go down and get some more stuff. So we made do with what we had, right? Put it on there, let it go, preheat that oven to 300 degrees, and then bake for 20 to 23 minutes or until the edges of your cookies are golden brown and the center is still soft. If you like your cookies to have a little bit more crunch to them, a little more crumble, let it go a little bit longer. I did a couple of different batches, and it was interesting because earlier batches I let go a little bit longer, really crispy, really crunchy, but later batches a little bit shorter, came out nice and soft. And again, when it's right out of the oven, heaven on a plate. That and a cold glass of milk. That is all you need. But the recipe, you'll see, it says remove it from the oven and let it cool for about an hour before you eat them. But no way you're going to let it sit there for an hour before you sample a couple of them, all right? Don't forget this either. You can make all this cookie dough and freeze the unbaked dough. And there's no need to thaw it when you're ready to bake some more. Just preheat the oven to 300 degrees. Throw the frozen cookies down there on that parchment paper lined baking sheet about 2 inches apart. And again, just bake until the edges are golden brown and the center is still soft. So there you go. That is how to make the DoubleTree by Hilton official chocolate chip cookie, the one you get when you check into the hotel. I hope you enjoy it. If you want to find this recipe online, you can just go to bit.ly. Where is it? bit.ly/DoubleTree dash recipe. And if I can get my technology skills up to par, it'll be somewhere on the screen right here for you to see. And it'll be in the link below. You'll find the link below. Don't worry, you'll find it. Go check it out, and you can get the recipe for free. Happy Easter. Hope you're having a great one. Wash your hands. Stay safe during this coronavirus quarantine, COVID-19 craziness. Take it easy. Aloha.